Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you the specs that I have on my Hellfires and my Hellstorms. So let's go to the workshop, and for my hovers, I have Bunker Busters level 1. This is so that the damage to the bunkers, and then buildings that you destroy do not produce last stand defenders if they're destroyed with the hovers. I have Burst Fire 1, Dagger System 2, and then Surface Missile 1. And that's what I currently have on my Elite Hovers. Now for my Hellfires, I only use one design. I have Ballistic Missiles 5 so that it has a minus 50% in reload time. And then I use Minesweeper Treads 3, which gives it a 60% decrease in damage for mines. So that's what I use for that. Oh, and then for my Hailstorms, I use three different. I have basically all these three are the same. And the only things that are different are the types of missiles. I have two that are equipped with shocks. One is equipped with a Peacekeeper, and then two more. My other two are equipped with napalms. So that's the schematic that I use. So now on to the 45. So what I do is I like to start with my Hellfire platoon here and my Hover platoon here. So what that allows me to do is to come in, and it usually takes me about 2 attacks to take out all the outer defense, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So I take my Hailstorms and I bring them over here, and my aircraft, as you can see, is going to start out over here, and so I bring them about right here. And what I'm going to do is I just work around and I take out the outer defense is what I do first. So, and it takes me pretty much 2 full attacks to do 2 attacks. So I'm gonna make 3 videos, one for each attack, and that way everybody can watch, and I don't end up having the time set out on me. So let's just do it and see where it goes. So I target the walls in front, making sure I don't get too close to the plasmas. And as you can see, as everybody starts kind of going for my Hellfire missiles, then I bring in my Hailstorms and I take out this tower. And that's really the first thing that I do. And hopefully I have a napalm land. So if you have a napalm, and usually I have one shock in napalm land, and that takes it out pretty good. And then my Hellfire missiles will come out and take out that plasma. And so while they're shooting, so yeah, and then I also make sure I take out these mega tanks. So all right, now that that's dead, we're going to come over here. We'll worry about that plasma later. All right, so now what we do is we take our Hellfires and we hit right there, and I usually hit probably that third or fourth barricade. And so while that's going, I take my Hailstorms and I hit about the third or fourth, just making sure I don't get too close to these evunks. That takes out the tower and this plasma at the same time. And so as you can see, making sure I don't get too close to the AA plasmas because they will drop. And so we just want to make sure that they're not going to die. So make sure, and we're actually going to put the Hailstorms right up there a little bit closer so that they can take out that mega, because I do worry about taking out that mega. And I should have enough to take it out here in just a second, and looks like I'm going to, so that's pretty good. So now bring my Hailstorms over, and now is where the real fun begins. So I usually take out this corner right here first, and then just work my way around this way, and then for the next attack I work around back this way. So, and you'll see that. and I probably could get it a little bit quicker if I take out the schematic for less damage on mines, because there's a mine like right here. So as long as you avoid the mines, there's one like right here, here, and then like here. So as long as you can avoid the mines, then it's you really won't have any damage. That damage right there to my Hellfire is a glitch, so it actually is not there. So the way I take these out is I get in between them, and I focus in between the two. That way, so it pretty much takes out both of them at the same time with all the splash damage. So, and as you can see, all this is dropping, and just make sure you stay out of range. Hit the. That's the biggest thing. Is you just want to take your time and be careful. And I've now, I can do them pretty quick because I know what I'm doing, and this is the way I've been doing them for a while. But if it's just your first time, take your time, don't rush, and just make sure that you're paying attention, and just don't get too close. Don't get careless. My Hailstorms are level 15. My Hellfires are level 15. My hovers, my elite hovers, are only level 6, and right now they're currently going to level 7. So, but that's not a big deal because the hovers are pretty much just for cleanup. As of course, my primary damage is from all my Hellfires and my Hailstorms, and the splash damage that they inflict. So that's pretty much where most of my damage comes from. And like I said, my hovers are just for cleanup, really. And so as you can see, I'm moving along pretty well, which is good. So yeah. If I do, if the recording just stops on me, don't worry. I'm gonna make a few videos that so y'all can watch, because it does take me a little longer than 15 minutes to take these out. So I'm not gonna get careless, because I do want y'all to see exactly how I do them. That way, so that y'all are able to do them yourself. And what I do is I just take my, well, let me just keep them there, and I come out and focus everything, and I try to take out this side of defense first, and that's the biggest thing, is I want to be able to take out this tower first. And as you can see, I only have 30 seconds left approximately, but I'll be able to get it, I'm pretty sure, if they just quit killing my napalms. That's really the key to taking the towers out, is having these napalms, because they just do that area of effect damage. And make sure I can take out that mega tank, and then we're good. So that's pretty much it for this attack. So now I'm going to come in and do it again. And so then I take my Hellfires and I set them here, and then my hovers just remain there. So now just come in and attack, and then my Hellfires will now come in from this side, and now it's all just taking out this line of defense. So we're going to set them right there for just a second while I bring in my air. I'm going to take out my air, and then we're going to use my air to take out this laser, or this plasma, while my Hellfires are targeting this plasma and this tower. So what we're going to do is we're going to have them hit right there on about 1, 2, 3, 4. They're hitting that 5th one right there, and that just ensures that they don't get too close to that plasma, but they can still, the splash damage gets the tower too, as you can see. So and as y'all can see, I'm very particular about taking the E-Megas out, and the reason I take out these the megas is because they have warhead launchers on them, and so they really decimate any ground platoon that you send in. And like I told you before, that I use my hovers to clean up. So, um, so yeah, you really want to try to take those out, as I told you. So, so we're going to target this end barricade to take out that mega. I'm going to grab all my hailstorms, and then the splash damage will end up getting that laser or the plasma. I don't know why I keep calling them lasers. We'll get that plasma, and then I'll primarily use my hailstorms to take out this AA plasma. The biggest thing that you want to make sure is that this AA plasma starts hitting your Hellfire missiles before you send in your hailstorms, because they will drop your hailstorms in one hit. But the Hellfire missiles are a higher priority, so as long as they're shooting at those first, they will continue to shoot at those. So it's all about the hierarchy and the priority that the defenses shoot at. So and so as you can see, it already shot. So we're just gonna make sure we're gonna just keep going with what we're doing. We're doing pretty good right now, so as long as I can keep up this, we're gonna do good. And as you can see, yeah, I'm raining missiles, and but it is what it is, and you just got to take your time at it. You just, like I said, don't want to get in too big of a rush. Um, you know, definitely have your hailstorms drop back, and just make sure that you don't come like in this area, because of course the plasma will get you and start just tearing up your hellfires, and that's what you don't want. I have, as you can see, 7 of them in a plat, and you can have more if you want, but the way I usually run is, when I have them for other things, I usually run with 7 hellfires in a plant and a hover, to use with air that way. So if any air were to come out and hit my hellfires, that I have that to back it up. So let's make sure, because we have that plasma now. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to take out this tower and get these plasmas and this tower, and then that'll be all that I use my hellfires for. At that moment, at that point, then I use my hovers to clean up. And the only thing that you have to worry about in the towers for the hovers are shock troopers, and there's just one, and so they only target one. I have 10 hovers in a plat, so you can do the math. And I usually have my hailstorms over here hitting, but I just don't want to risk it right now, because that's a little close, and I don't want the evacs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them come over here, and I'm going to try to see if I can't take out this tower while everybody is diverting their power over here. And as you can see, I'm doing pretty good damage, so it looks like it's working. And so yeah. And so now that you can see, I'm doing my hellfires, and so yeah, like I said, I really try to focus on taking out these mega tanks. So, and as you can see, my hellfire missiles have stopped, so I'm going to pull my hailstorms back. That way, so the AA plasmas, because if you're still standing there, then they will get you, and that's what you don't want. So as you can see, I got some elite riflemen hitting, but they're going to start hitting the missiles now, so they're just being dumb. But they don't really do a whole lot of damage, so you don't really have to